On November 17th, 2005, I went for a well checkup. I went to my physician, and we had blood work drawn. Everything was perfect. My weight was 130 pounds, and as you can see now, 6 years later, I'm close to 200 pounds. He said, whatever you're doing, just keep it up. You're doing a great job. I worked 40 hours, took care of my 3 children, took care of the lawn, grocery, cooked, loved my life, mowed the lawn. 4 weeks later, it was December 19th. I woke up in the morning, felt great, took my shower, put my makeup on, I got dressed, and I turned to my daughter and I asked her if she was ready for, to go to school. And all of a sudden I felt something, boom, hit the back of my back. It was the worst pain that anyone could even imagine. So I struggled over to my bed, and my right foot started throbbing. And then my legs started throbbing, and it was uncontrollable. It wouldn't stop. It was just like, it was just you just couldn't believe the pain that I was in. We called 911, and I live in a 2-story colonial home. 911, they came up and they said, Mrs. Schmidt, okay. I told them what went down, and they said, okay, well, let's get into this handicap chair, and we'll carry you down the steps. Well, I was laying down on my bed, and they grabbed my arms, and all of a sudden they said, okay, stand up. And I couldn't feel the floor. I could not feel the floor. And then I went back. As you can see, I have no balance. If I have to have a seat belt. If I don't have a seat belt 3 times, I forgot, and my seat belt wasn't connected, and I almost fell out of my chair. This is like my lifeline. So they grabbed my arms to pull me up, and I have no bottom line. Anyone out there that receives a flu shot, please think twice, because 1,400 people are affected. The pharmaceutical is not going to say, oh, hey, by chance you might get paralyzed. Does anyone hand you a paper and say, this might happen to you? No, because it's all about the buck. It's all about the money. They don't care. They don't care. I'm putting out my story because my heart goes out to, the little ones, the children, teenagers, middle-aged, the elderly. I have an injury. I told you my balance. I have no balance. I'm confined to this wheelchair 24/7. I have an aide. She comes in the morning. She has to get me out of bed. I can't get out of bed anymore. My injury is a T4, T6 spine injury. They tested me for lupus, Lyme's disease, everything. Every disease out there, they tested me for. And I have no bladder. As you can see, I have an indwelling catheter. I've had 2 near-death experiences. I had 2 UTI infections, and they were so bad, I can't feel a UTI infection. Women, they can feel a burning, and I can't feel. So the last episode was September 30th. It was exactly 4 years ago. My grandson, my first grandson, was being born, and I was in the labor room, and I started shaking and shaking, unaware of my symptoms, that you have to be aware of the color of your urine. If it's, off color, then that means I'm getting a UTI infection. I had no idea. And I was rushed downstairs in the emergency room, and they said that I was 10 minutes from death. I had no bowels. Every night, 7:30, when everybody's just starting to get dressed, showered, hey, where are we going tonight? Louise has to go to bed because she has to do her bowel routine. And a bowel routine consists of a suppository. My aide has to come out. I have no money. I can barely afford food. I have to pay my aide. In the morning I have to have her. She gets me out of bed. I had to remodel my home. I have a walk-in shower that I could show you. That cost me a lot of money. I have a shower chair that I had to purchase. That was $1,500. I use a transfer board, and that is a board that helps me slide onto my shower chair. And then we get into the shower. Thank God you can see I have my arms. My injury is a T4, T6, and it goes all the way down my back. I have constant nerve pain because I'm an incomplete. Most people that are paralyzed, victims of jumping in a pool, they have a complete injury. Their spine is severed, or a automobile accident. Their spine is severed. Mine is injured. It could be that close. They don't know. I don't understand. Is there a testing it? Is there a test out there that I could go to see? This is what I want to know. Anyone out there, if they can help me, is there a test out there that they could see that the injury, like I said with my nerve pain, it's like it starts, and on a scale from 1 to 10, it's a 10. It's constant. It doesn't stop. It's a burning. If you look, I was diagnosed with transverse myelitis. And if you look up that term, you will see that it says where your injury is. It's like barbed wire. And it's like tightening and tightening. You can't breathe. When I eat, it doesn't go through my my breathing passage is what's the word, restricted. I have to drink water constantly. I'm on medication. I'm on Neurontin, that's for nerve pain, 600 milligrams, 4 times a day. You ask a physician about that and see what they say. Can you drive with that? No. I shuffle mail all day long. I barely know my husband's name at times. If I'm in conversation and then something distracts me, I have to say, where were we at? What were we talking about? I'm on baclofen. That's for spasms. If I wasn't on a strong dose of baclofen right now, my legs would be going like this. And I take that 5 times a day. And you ask your physician, what's baclofen? They'd say for spasm. One of my physicians said to me, you know what, Louise? I don't know how you do it, because the amount, the dosage of what you take, anyone would just walk through the wall. Would just, you know, like I said, I worked 40 hours and I can't even concentrate. I can't cook anymore. I get on the computer. I'm just, bottom line, my life is just, you know, I mean, I'm thankful I have my arms, but I lost my life. I can't walk. I can't stand.
How would you like people to get in contact with you in regards to getting more information or about letting you know about possible procedures or testing that can be done? Do you have an email address?
Yes, I do. My email is WeezieWhoo@yahoo.com.
Can you spell that?
WeezieWhoo
At yahoo.com.
@yahoo.com. And another thing I want to put out there to any physician that can help me. When I can close my eyes and someone could be touching my toes or going up my calf, I know exactly where they are. I feel the sensation. If anyone has ever had an epidural, that's what it feels like. That's the only way I can explain it. What else can I say? It's just hard. I have scars all over my legs. In the beginning, not knowing, taking a casserole out of the oven, not thinking about it, just laying it on my leg because I can't feel. And that night, when we lifted my leg up, I had a 4-degree burn. 4th degree burn. Yeah, back to the hospital. I was in Philadelphia McGee Rehab in 2005 for 7 weeks, doing extensive rehabilitation, and I met a lot of people that were also paralyzed. But you know what? I can't come to grips with this, because if I was in a car crash, I can understand. If I dove in a pool, I can understand. But when I tell people about my story, that I'm confined to this wheelchair, that I can't move my bowels on my own or go to the bathroom, and I miss working. I worked in a retail, Gap Kids. I'm sure you know that. company. I love my job. And now I can't even leave my home. I'm a prisoner in my body. I feel like my body isn't, it's just in concrete. I feel like I'm in, you know, I just want to get out of my body. I don't know what else to say. I want this out there, please, especially now. When they say, you need the flu shot, no, no. I would rather throw up 24/7 for a week than to go through what I go through.
So if anybody wants to contact you, your email is the best way to contact you directly. Do you have a Facebook page?
Yes, I do.
Do you know the address of your Facebook page? They could search Louise Schmidt, Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
Yes. That would be the best way to contact me. And if I could help anyone, please, please don't hesitate to shoot me an email. Go on my Facebook. Request me. Because that's all I can do right now is offer, you know, suggestions, counsel people. I mean, life goes on. And I have to say that what keeps me going is my faith. Don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. Contact me.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. As you can see now, I'm on my stimulation bike. And what this does is I'm hooked up to these pads. I can show you. They're sticky pads. And they have leads on them. And it's connected all to this computer. This is a computer, and it goes to a database, and it records all my results. As you can see, I'm out of breath. I've been on it for 30 minutes. It goes up to an hour, and I'm just about up to 6 miles. I do 12 miles 3 times a week, and my calves are, it keeps my tone. I have tone in my legs, and it keeps my weight where I can burn off calories. So without this, I would be really huge. One more thing, I have a stand-up frame. And what that does, it's hydraulic. They strap me in and they pump me up. I'm standing up, and I do that for an hour, twice a week. And that tells my brain that I'm standing up, I'm weight bearing, and then my blood flows. So without these two things, because there's nothing out there as there's nothing out there as far as my knowledge that can help me. So that's why I'm putting this video out there to send a message. If there's anyone out there, a neurologist, a doctor, a patient, that could give me more information, because I feel like I'm this close of walking again. I just want to thank you for taking the time to listen to my video. And those, if I can help anyone, you know my email address is WeezieWhoo@yahoo.com. Please reach out to me, and between the both of us, maybe we can find a solution to this problem. And I wish you all well. Thank you.
so kind to get me off of your mind, 'cause I'm crazy for, yes, yes, I'm crazy for